All right. So yeah, let's go. Let's kick it off. And Kenneth, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Hey, everybody. Good evening. This is Kenneth Francis out of Houston, Texas, and I'm one of the founding members for Box Direct. Really excited to be on tonight's webinar on the Zoom and wherever you are in the world watching this information. Thank the person that invited you. You're in for a treat to hear about a brand new company that will be launching here in the next few weeks here, January 1st, 2020. Excited about 2020 and what's about to happen with Box Direct. So I've been in the industry of networking and direct sales for about 17 years, part-time, spare time, up until about 2008. Went full-time in the industry and didn't look back, and gave my job back to the government. And I had vision about where I want to go, and I was had a huge belief in what I experienced in the industry, and knew that I could basically make it out there in the world of direct sales, and had a lot of success. I've been with a few companies, and I've been with product companies. I've been with service companies. I've been in tech. I've been in coffee. I've done it all. And one thing that always remains was my passion for people and meeting new people and empowering people with information that could change their life as well. So Vox Direct came to me from a person that I got a lot of respect for, a mentor of mine. And I wasn't looking, to be honest with you, at the time for an opportunity. I'm working on my insurance practice and building my book of business there, and just had my hands in a few other things, and I just wasn't looking to join a company. But when I start to do my due diligence, like you're seeing here on the screen here, Brian Hertz and Kevin Hertz, and this company that's been around for 14 years, a licensed telecommunications company, $80 million invested. They own the platform, they own the software, they didn't have any third-party providers. I started looking deeper into what was about to happen, because that happened all in traditional big business, for many years. So this company was already proven. They didn't have any guesswork in their product. I love that. So, hey, success leaves clues, and you want to follow these types of individuals that have already done tremendous things in their space, and they're looking to do some more very, very empowering things here with that information and with that platform. So,
And hey, Kenneth, this is Glenn. I want to jump in for a second.
absolutely.
So uh, you're the slide that we have up here is we don't really get to talk about it that much, because we're always blazing through these presentations. But I would just want to take a second to talk about these two guys here. I've had an
Absolutely.
opportunity to meet with them, and one of the things that I look for when I do an evaluation of a company is I take categories. So one of the categories is looking at the company itself and the leadership of that company, where the money had come from, how that company was built. Another category is the product. Obviously, we're going to talk about the product on this presentation tonight. And then another category is the compensation plan. Will the compensation plan pay out? Will it be fruitful for the people that get involved? Can everybody make money, not just the big people at the top? I mean, is it something that's fair and equitable for everybody? And will the company be able to pay all the people out, without changing the compensation plan? So it's company, product, compensation plan. And then I look at, leadership team. And so this is kind of a blend between company and leadership team, because in this case, you got people that are heavily involved with the company and the leadership. And they have really invested from the time this company was born, which was 2006, every bit of their family money. They've brought in investors. They've rounded up $100 million in seed money, but they've invested 80 million into building this product and building the platform. And I think that, it's hard to talk about it, in a short period of time, but, with the product being, having so much money invested into it, $80 million, to really get your mind around the fact that they own the servers, they own the platform, they own the software, they wrote it, they coded it. The people that are in-house that work there, they're the ones that write and develop and harbor all that technology. And when we were out in San Diego when I was first asked to be one of the founding 12 members, and they were showing us the slide of, where the servers are. It's located beneath, like, there's this dam out in California that has a power reservoir. So if all the power in the world went out, there's still enough power to keep these servers online for 30 days. And, like, that level of detail that is going into this. So it's not just, another product. Obviously, it's much bigger than, what first meets the eye. So, again, I don't think we really have a lot of time, when we go through this, to talk about what really has gone into this, and the things that, for me, and I'm evaluating a company. I want to know that company's been around for years and years and years. I want to know that this is a real product, that all I'm doing is I'm partnering up with them, and I'm taking their 80 million that they spent, and I'm allowed to go sell this, and I take a cut, and I didn't have to put up any of that money. It's pretty profound. And I love the idea, the fact that nobody has any control outside of them. They have total control of everything. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I
Huge.
just add that in.
No, that's the way you said that, the way you broke that down, though, Glenn. I mean, really, we're kind of shortcutting the shortcut. Think about how much, we would have to invest to build something like this, and it's already done. I mean, that's huge. I
And
love
that's
it.
right. And that's,
Yeah.
we don't think about it, or we don't talk about it a
Yeah.
lot, because we're always, you hustle, you try to get through these presentations
Right.
quick, but
Yeah.
it's really profound when you think about the fact that these guys have invested $100 million into building this company, and they're now taking this to the world through a channel that allows the average person like you and me to build a business, work from home, and literally just take a cut. It's not like a typical direct sales company where you're taking a percentage of a margin. We're literally going to get paid off of the billable, the billable transactions that are linked to everything we touch. And, if you really get your mind around that, you'll be driving around looking at every business saying, like, God, man, they need Vox Direct. Man, they need Vox Direct. They need Vox Direct. Like, it's really that profound. Yeah. So anyway, keep rolling, brother.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if anybody that hopped on. We got the call open here. A few more people hopped on, but that was a treat. We have never heard it broken down like that, and I think that's necessary every once in a while to hear that, especially from Mr. Crawford, who is working closely with the company and has seen it from the inside out, firsthand. So good stuff indeed. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Glenn Crawford, he's our our mentor here. He's our success team leader here with the Code 4 team, and tremendous business builder, tremendous, just a network marketer. He's been proven for many, many years, and he's earned millions in residual income, helped people all over the world. So, just a little edification for Mr. Crawford. And we hopped in there, and I just want to make sure that we give you some kudos. Appreciate you being on. And
Thank you.
help move that along. Absolutely, I am as well. So
I'm excited about what we're building.
Absolutely. So now that we know a little bit of the inside, the family that is Vox or VoxOx, the parent company, and Vox Direct is a marketing arm that VoxOx will be launching here in the next few weeks, top of 2020. Let's get into what they've probably what they've been doing for many, many years already. We already know. They've been serving large corporations all over the world with their cloud-based communication products. And, we're going to get into how that works and what exactly it is. So basically, we're turning any smart device into a complete virtual phone system, right? What I really love about the business as well is that, you know, there are more phones on the planet than people. So you won't run out of people to talk to about this business because the app actually, or the technology runs through an app that goes on your phone. So I really love the fact that we have an unlimited amount of people to talk to about this business from many different perspectives as well. So unified business number, phone, text, fax, extensions, transfers, hold music, unique toll-free number, recorded calls, reading voicemails, text message marketing, text blasting as well, scheduled sending. There's a lot of different things and so much more that this platform can do, and we'll be adding in the future as well. And just loving the fact that it's so simple. You know, like I said, everybody has a phone, and it's beautiful. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I hear you, man.
So I want to add in, you know, since we're kind of playing around with, you know, just a new technique as far as the way we're presenting this, you know, Sharon. I wanted to throw in a couple things that maybe people don't know yet. One, and maybe you don't know. I don't know if I've told you this, but the cloud phone, which is the virtual receptionist, that product has been out for 2 years now, 3 years. They have thousands and thousands of customers. I mean, I don't know if it's over 100,000, but I know they have thousands and thousands of customers. They service text blasting. So because they are a licensed telecommunications company, they service the text blasting. What makes our text blasting unique is that when somebody enrolls with Vox Direct, they get assigned an 800 number. Now, if they have their own 800 number, they can port that 800 number in. But if they don't, then they get a new 800 number. And when you're texting, you're actually texting from your unique toll-free number. So when you do the blast text, you're doing a blast text from your unique toll-free number. That makes the texting platform hands down better than most of what is out there. Most of the text blasting services that are out there come from a 5-digit code. And now people are getting more and more of those, and it's like spam, you know, so they're starting to ignore them. Whereas if you receive a text coming from an 800 number, especially if it's a well-written text and if it's an 800 number you're used to, that you know, you're going to respond. So it's the percentage of opens, you know, are much higher. So for a small business to be able to correspond and transmit text messages to their customers back and forth using their dedicated toll-free 800 number for their company is huge. But what they did is they combined those two services together. So that's what gives them the ability to go get a patent, is by having the cloud phone, which is the virtual receptionist, and the text blasting, which is coming uniquely from the 800 number, combined. No other company has the ability to do both of those things. And so when Larry Wallace and the company first asked me to come aboard, one of the first things I said is, well, okay, but are we going to be competing against our own company? And the answer to that was no. So what they've done is they literally are shutting down the cloud phone. So it's no longer in existence. So nobody can now go to VoxOx and become a cloud phone member. And as we roll this out, and now remember, cloud phone is just the virtual receptionist. It has nothing to do with text blasting. But they didn't want to have competition between VoxOx, the company, and Vox Direct, the direct sales company. So they literally are withdrawing their baby, essentially, from the marketplace, and they're allowing us to be the sole marketing arm for this, you know, billion-dollar telecommunications company. We are the arm for that. So the only way to get this cloud phone now is to go through one of the ICCs, the independent communications consultants. So again, I don't know that we've talked about that. I thought this would be a good time to maybe share that.
No, we haven't heard a lot of this stuff, and I'm really enjoying it because it just, it just strengthens our belief in what what we have. And what we've been discussing over the last few weeks was enough, but to even add more of the history and some of the details is just makes it that much more exciting, for sure. So let's get into, obviously now that you've heard some details and some, some facts and some of the figures and things that have been happening for the last since 2006 with this company, and the fact that they've cut off the actual distribution of the product just for Vox Direct, so we can go out there and go share this with the rest of the world, starting here in the U.S. How do you want to get yourself positioned, and how do you get yourself connected with this product? You just pick up a plan, real simple. You get the Vox Direct Standard, $39 a month. That comes with one phone number and 250 blast text messages. You can get the most popular package at the Vox Direct Pro. It's $89 a month, two phone numbers, 1,000 blast text messages. And of course, we recommend and suggest the Vox Direct Premier for anyone that's coming in wanting to go out there and share this business and build a team. At the $139 per month, you get 3+ phone numbers, meaning you can always buy more. 2,000+ blast text messages as well, which means it's scalable up to probably an unlimited amount as well, as long as you keep paying for more. There's premier plans all the way up to 20,000 blast text messages a month. Glenn, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it is 20,000.
Yeah, but you can go as high as you want.
You can go as high as you want.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
The 139 includes 2,000 blast text messages, and if you want to go compare. We have some slides that compare. You can go all the way up to 20,000 messages, I think, for like $309 a month, and that includes everything you get as a premier customer. And just to give you an idea, any company that I've seen, you're talking about $1,100 a month. I think, we'll get to that slide to do that. So, yeah, I mean, there's hands down, it's really just getting the information to somebody, because once they see it and understand what this is, they'll realize there's no more powerful tool out on the market.
Absolutely. So more information that we're learning. So then you want to pick a new 800 number or port your existing business number. Glenn talked about that. Real simple sign up. Just go in there. That's what I do love about the platform as well. It's very user-friendly, very clean, very simple to read. There's not a lot of guesswork as of what you're doing back there. I love it, right? So you create your account. Again, very simple. First name, last name, the basics. Make sure you put the correct phone number there at the bottom, phone number that's your current mobile phone, because everything's going to run through your service you have. How difficult is it to program? It's not difficult at all. Very simple. Go to receptionist, customize what people hear when they call your business. Also, the person that brought you to the table here with Vox Direct will walk you through this. We'll have training as well. Another thing I love about what we're doing with the Code 14, we have plenty of training, plenty of webinars, recordings to help you get this done correctly. Okay. So no worries, right?
And
so
we're all
people
family
that aren't
members.
Savvy.
If we're all family members, so if
right.
if you can't take a kid screaming in the background, probably not a good place for you, because I think we got about like 12 kids between the two people that they're talking. But hey,
it happens.
The other thing I did want to mention on the enrollment for a customer is that you don't have to buy any equipment. Your current cell phone that you have is all you need, assuming that you have a smartphone, which everybody pretty much has a smartphone. I don't think anybody doesn't at this point, because all you're going to do is you're going to download an app from the App Store, and you're going to be able to convert your current cell phone into a business phone and back. Like, you don't just give it away. You can switch, toggle between the two. And essentially, you'll be able to almost have like a second phone on your phone, or really a second, third, and fourth phone all on your phone, because you'll be communicating with people with a different number. But you don't have to change your service. If you're with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, whoever you're with, that's fine. Stay with them. You don't have to disrupt any of your service. You don't have to buy any equipment. So just to give you an idea, for somebody to, because I've done this where I've had to purchase a virtual receptionist phone system, and I spent thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't remember how much it was. I don't think it was more than 10, but it was definitely more than five. I think maybe somewhere around $6,000. And that was to have my office configured with, I think, 12 different phones, so that we could switch, from caller to caller, or office to office. When somebody would call in at night, it had a virtual receptionist on at night, and all that equipment cost us a bundle of money. And, with Vox Direct, I could have literally had my whole office using this virtual receptionist, with just cell phones. And that's what the genius is about this cloud phone system, is it's taking your something you already have, and you're literally just making your business look bigger, appear bigger. This is not just a voicemail system, because you're literally putting, like, this is your outgoing message, but as you can see, when you go here and you start to program these menu buttons, you can program as many different numbers in as you want. If I want one of my call numbers, the extension 4, to go to Kenneth, I can program Kenneth's number in, and it's going to go to Kenneth. So, like, it's really genius what they have, just on the virtual receptionist side.
Absolutely, Glenn. Love it, love it, love it, man. So back to yeah, some of the other deals that you can set up in the back end here. Have calls forwarded to your office or your cell phone. Glenn touched on that. Just type in your phone number in where you want the call to be routed to. It can be directed to a cell phone or a landline. Customize your business hours. Very simple. Numbers tab. You have a choice. Always be reached or only during business hours. I'm pretty sure you're gonna mess with those sliders there, Monday through Friday. Maybe it's 7 days a week. Depending upon what you're setting these numbers up for, you could set those hours up appropriately. So really love the fact that really, like Glenn said, you can have 3 or 4 or 5 different numbers and all have them catering to a certain audience and set up to respond to that audience in a certain way. And you never feel like you're being overwhelmed, right? You let technology take advantage of timing technology and what it can do for you. And it's a beautiful thing. So customize your business hours. You can do that as well. Now,
One of the things that, when I first heard about this, it's just how the universe conspires for our good. I get a referral for a landscaper. I do all my own landscaping, and believe me, that's not bragging. If you came over and saw my house, you would say, yeah, this is not great landscaping. So, but I like doing it. It's like my peaceful time. I go out, mow my lawn, and there's something about mowing your own lawn. I like doing it. But I had some back issues, some sciatic nerve issues in my legs. So I needed to hire somebody to come and do some landscaping. So I get a referral of a guy I don't know. Now, what do most small businesses do? They will give out their cell phone number. That's usually how people run their business, right? I mean, most businesses nowadays, if you think about it, they're managing their business on their cell phone. So I get this guy's cell phone number, right? Let's call him Joe. I don't remember his name. So I get home from work one day. It's about 8:30 at night. I call this guy, and the guy picks up the phone. He's at a party or at a bar or somewhere, super loud. And I'm asking, I'm like, hey, this is, I was given your number. Who's this? What? You got to speak up. I can't hear you. What? Hold on a second. Yo, shut up. Who's this? Who gave you my number? This is how the guy's talking to me. And, I said, hey, my name's Glenn. Maybe I'll call you back. Yeah, call me back tomorrow, bud. And he hangs up, right? Now, I didn't call the guy back. And the reason why I didn't call the guy back, I felt very uncomfortable the way he communicated with me. Obviously, he was drinking. It was a party or whatever. Fine. You go have your life. I don't care. But I didn't call the guy back because I didn't feel comfortable with the way he communicated with me. Now, as a small business owner, you have every right to go live your life the way you want to live. But if you would have had this service set up, I would have gotten a professional voicemail that would have maybe said, thank you for calling Joe's Landscaping. Our business hours are, 8 to 6 o'clock at night. You've reached our office after business hours. Leave a message in the general mailbox and somebody will get back to you first thing in the morning or something like that. And I would have left a message, and then appropriately somebody would have called me back when they told me they would call me back, and he would have gotten a business, a client. Now it's just one client, right? But how many small business owners lose just one client? And when you're a small business owner, you cannot afford to lose any clients. So that's why every small business should have this service. All right. So you download the mobile app. This is what I was talking about before. All you're going to do is you're going to download the mobile app on your phone. You'll have access to that back office. So everything that Kenneth and I just went over, this is all you really need to do to program your back office. You need to type in a message, really is about it. You download the app, and this is how you're going to go back and forth between your business and your personal phone. You can record phone calls. You can transfer a call. So let's say if I'm on a call and I want to transfer it literally to a different person that's not even in the network, all I have to do is I go into transfer call, or they call it flip call, and I put that person's number in, and it transfers that call to a totally different person. So you can run a business virtually with having people really all over the country, all over the world. You can send and receive text messages through the app. So you're going to have access to all of your contacts, just like you would, on your regular phone. It'll just have that little green mask, so you'll know that you're in Vox Direct as compared to being on your regular phone. So if you text or call somebody out of the app, you got to remember you're calling them from a number that is your business number, not your personal number. If you want to call them your personal number, close the app and you just call them from your regular phone. You can have unlimited extensions. You can add people to a call doing a conference call. So you can add 5 people to a conference call. Obviously view your extensions call activity, which, you're looking at, what did I have come in for the day? So if I need like a call log or whatever. And then you can do your blast texting. You're better off going back through here and doing your blast texting. So the way you would do that is you would probably be best doing that on your computer and switching over from, if you see here, it says voice and marketing, you switch it over to the text marketing. And then when you do the text marketing, all you're doing is you're sending your message out. But if you have groups of people set up, you can send one text message out to a large group of people. And it's very simple to set up. This technology is very user friendly. So this is my personal dashboard in my texting back office. That's my business number, 844-267-6503. So the code 4 is my team of people that are, we work together to build the Vox Direct business. I have 2 ways that person, one of those people, get on that list. One, they can text code 4 to 844-267-6503. Anybody can do that. Just text the word code 4 to that number and you're added on that list. The other way is I can manually enter them in. I would put them on the right, and then I would just check off, this contact has agreed to receive my text messages. And so that's the 2 ways somebody can come on. The code 4 is what's called a keyword. So now a lot of these companies that do text blasting, they charge you for the keywords. You might get like 1 for free, and then they charge you for all the keywords after that. Ours, because you're texting from your own unique 800 number, you get unlimited keywords. So there's no limit to the amount of keywords, and you have any keyword that you want, as compared to the other services where everybody is sharing a 5-digit code. So because everybody's sharing a 5-digit code, once one person or one business uses that 5-digit code or that keyword, nobody else can use that keyword. So if I were to use one of those services and I wanted code 4, the only way I'd get code 4 is if nobody on the planet that used that service ever had code 4 as a keyword. probably not going to happen. So you got to get very creative with your keywords. This is so great because you can have any keyword you want, and it's an unlimited amount of keywords. They're not charging you for that. And then essentially what you do is once you have your list created, you're going to go into at the top right where it says new text. You click on new text, and you can either schedule it for later or send it now. And essentially what you're seeing here is what it would look like. You get to see what the phone looks like. So you visually see how the text is going to appear prior to sending it. You can run a test. So send it to yourself just to make sure that it's being sent the way that you think it's supposed to be sent. We already talked about where it's coming from, the 800 number. When somebody replies back to your blast text, they're replying back to your phone. That's peer-to-peer. You don't get charged extra, to have those communications. Once somebody is, you just pay for the blast. So if I have 250 people, I blast out 250. If somebody replies back, I'm texting them. That's not extra. And we already talked about unlimited keywords. There's at the bottom, you see like VIP event, company anniversary, exclusive party invite. There's promotions, news, engagements, alerts. So there's different templates that they already have set up. And another thing they've changed is if you look at the 160 characters, it's now 470 characters. Now, it doesn't quite work where you're really going to send out 470 characters. You're probably looking at about 300 to 400 characters, but that's plenty for you to write a pretty extensive text message and get a lot of information in over the phone. So it's a really, really cool service. And it's a great service for like restaurants, realtors. You see these on signs now, text, Keller Williams to this number or whatever. And, you can get on their text list about any new houses that come on the market. Or, if you go to a restaurant, it's like text, chicken to, chicken taco place, I don't know, whatever. And you're going to get on their list and get some discounts or something, menu items. So there's a lot of different different ways that companies are utilizing blast text messaging and message marketing to build their business. This is the part where you can go in and you can be creative. When you go to talk to one of your clients, you're not just so if you look at the virtual receptionist is going to look and make the business appear to be bigger, right? More professional. Maybe you won't lose a client. The text blasting or the text marketing, that is going to help the customer get more business. So I always lead with the text marketing. I'll ask my clients a question. I'll say, hey, let me ask you, are you doing text marketing to build your business? No. What is that? How do you do it? People don't know. So if they don't know, then it's my job to teach them, which means if you're going to be a part of Vox Direct, you need to understand how the text marketing works, which means you need to use it, right? If I know how to use it, I can understand it and I can articulate it to somebody and explain it to them on how they would utilize it to build their business, no matter what business they have, because I know how the product works, because I'm a product of the product, which is why we tell people become a premier client so that you become a product of the product. So let's say somebody has, I don't know, give me a business, Kenneth, or anybody, give me a business and I'll tell you how I think they would use blast texting.
Nail salon.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. So I don't frequent nail salons all that much, but I've been to a couple. So let's think. Okay, so one, when you go to a nail salon, if they're up to date, they usually are registering people at the front, or they're going to take your money at the end, right? So if you put your cell phone number in, if you captured the customer's cell phone number, now that customer would be in this, one of these lists, right? So you might say to somebody as they're checking out, hey, do you want to be on our text list? This is where we make announcements for, like, if we're running a sale or running a special. Yeah, I want that right now. I mean, if I get my nails done, I want to know Like if it's 25 bucks, I want to know if you're running a special and I can get it for 15, right? So I want to be on that list because I'm coming there to get my nails done. So I would agree to be on that list. So now I get on that list. So now the nail salon, you have to fill these seats, right? So you have, let's say you have 10, chairs, right? Because you have to do the feet and you have to do the nails. So we'll call them 10 chairs, right? Booths. So you get 10 booths, and let's say I have 10 people that work for, I was going to say girls, but it's not always girls, right? So 10 people that work for the nail salon. Well, we all know that any business is seasonal, and I don't mean seasonal where it's like Christmas and summer, but I mean seasonal as in, Wednesdays could be slow or Fridays could be slow, right? So if I know that a certain day of the week is going to be slower and I've accumulated all these people on my text list, one of the things I could send out is a Friday half price from 1 to 4, right? Because I know that on Fridays between 1 to 4, we're really, really slow, right? So now on Saturdays, we're super busy because we get a lot of walk-ins, right? But the people that are generally that get asked for, a lot, they're usually already busy. Like they can't take any more clients because all the people that are walking in, they're going to go to the people that aren't booked, right? So they never really get a chance to get new clients. They're always servicing their existing clients, so they miss out on those new clients. But now if I text blast some half off thing on Friday, right? Number one, I'm going to fill my chairs on Friday, right? So now everybody's full, everybody's working, but now my best people, they may also be available to take new customers as they come in on Saturday. So now what I'm doing is, there's a best and there's a reason why they're the best. There's a reason why people are asking for them and coming back to them. I want my clients to be with them. If they come in on a Saturday and they're getting, the 10th in the line of who's, as far as who's good, that's not the best showing of my business. But if I can get them in on a Saturday and they're actually able to see my top people, now that's a good showing of my business, and I'll get more repeat customers. Those repeat customers get on the list, and the list continues to grow, and I'm filling my chairs, my booths, or whatever we call them. I'm filling them in my downtime. So that way I know everybody's working and everybody's busy, but I'm keeping my fresh time, like my Saturdays, I'm just using as an example. Now I have the ability to put my best product out on the market. So, that's just one way helping a business grow. If I have somebody on my list, now I can text them hey, we're giving a free, a pedicure for a referral. So if you can text me back a referral and they come in and buy our service, I'm going to give you a free pedicure, right? Like there's so many different ways to engage with somebody via a text message that you would not be able to do. And it becomes personal now too, because I can respond back to them. So I don't know. What did you think of that, Melissa? Would that be a pretty good idea if you were a nail salon owner?
Oh, absolutely. Fill in downtime. And like you said, that was a really good point that walk-ins are not going to get the best technicians, and there's a million nail salons sometimes right next door to each other. So, you might lose that client if they didn't get, and to experience your best.
Right. So really then what it comes down to is it comes down to us as like distributors, ICCs, communications consultants, to be able to go have those conversations with people. We need to be able to go walk into a nail salon or the barber shop or the landscaper, all these small businesses. We need to be able to have those conversations. And what do we say though? We have a virtual receptionist that'll make your business look better. No, we're going to walk in and say, are you using text message marketing to grow your business? because if you ask that question, immediately it's one of two things. Either I am, and then we can compare because there's nobody better, right? Our product is hands down better than everybody else's that's out there. So if they already do text message marketing, we can do it better. Or B, I don't do text message marketing, but if you're telling me there's a way I can grow my business, I'm all ears. I want to listen. So that's our lead. That's why I say that's our lead when we talk to businesses. This is what Kenneth was pointing out earlier is, 20,000 credits. If I want to increase to 20,000 credits, I'm only upping my 139 to 309. I can do 10,000 credits for 209 or 5,000 credits for 189 or 3,000 credits for 159. Nobody in the market can compare. Look at this easy texting. Silver, $1,100 a month for 25,000 messages. $450 for 10,000 messages. Look at what I just put up here. 10,000 messages for $209 a month. And that includes all the virtual receptionist stuff, the call recording, the, flipping the calls, the conference calling, all that stuff is included for $209. This is $450. And it's 10,000 messages and you get 6 custom keywords. Okay, big whoop. Who cares? I get 6 custom keywords. What's that? We get unlimited keywords. This isn't even a comparison. It's a joke. Look at Tell My Cell. It's the same pricing, $450 for 10,000 messages. This is a joke. We have hands down, we have the best product on the planet, and nobody can come close to touching what we have. This is another problem. When you deal with this type of business, Tell My Cell or easy texting, go look them up. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look up easy texting and Tell My Cell. Those are 2 very popular blast texting platforms that we do a better job at. So our product is better than what they have, and yet we are cheaper. Just people need to understand, right? But here's the other problem. When you send a message out from one of those services, you're sending the message out from your desktop, not from your phone. So in ours, you're sending a message out from your desktop or your computer, laptop, whatever, but it's coming from your phone. So when somebody replies, it's coming back to your phone. This was a service I used. So I sent this message out. It went to an inbox. That means I would have had to go back to my computer, log in to check my inbox to see if anybody replied to me. Well, that's the same clumsiness of email. Nobody's doing that, right? So the top message where Nancy was looking for, how do I get on the 9 p.m. call back in 2016, is still probably trying to get on that 9 p.m. call because I wasn't there to reply because it's not real time. Our service works real time. So it's a better service. It's less expensive. It works 10 times better than the competitions out there. The only reason why you wouldn't have more customers is because you're just not opening your mouth when you go to talk to every small business owner. You have to be asking the question, are you using text marketing to grow your business? That's it. Shut up. That's it. That's all you got to ask. Well, then what do they say? Yes. Okay. What do you use? Find out what they use. Great. I have oh, shoot. I get excited. Now I'm using my hands, my Italian hands. I knock my earphones out. I have a better solution. I have a solution for you, right? You have a comparison. It's on your phone. You can open it and show it to them, right? No. What do you text message marketing? Great. Let me show you. I got a tool to help you grow your business. Hey, Kenneth.
Hey, Glenn. I'm mobile, my friend, but yeah, I'm hearing everything. I hear you taking deep breaths over there.
Yeah, I guess I got on a little bit of a roll there.
Yeah, it's all good stuff though. Incredible stuff. Yeah, I think we got some trainings to do when it comes to those that want to go and what we call knock doors, right? Go in there and you're going business to business. And I mean, think about it. You got dry cleaners, you got the nail techs, you got. I mean, there's so many. When you just hit these strip centers, I mean, they all need it. They're all competing against someone that has it and bigger business. So, any type of advantage that they could get, on the technology side, especially when it's this cost effective and this simple, it's a huge, huge deal. So,
So you want me to talk a little bit about the comp plan?
Well, here's the deal.
I know I might be breaking up a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah. So here's the deal is, look, anybody that's on the call right now who came because they wanted to learn more about the Vox Direct product, I think that was about as comprehensive of, tools and how you would use it. And if you wanted to share with other people, I mean, I think that gives you, we went over a lot of stuff. If you're interested in the business, we're going to go over some of the numbers. How does the money work? And so, by all means, if you at this point want to bow out and go tend to, whatever family stuff you got going on, no problem. I think you have enough to make an educated decision on becoming a customer. What I would say is that the person that invited you on here obviously took the time and gave you the respect to, to take a look at what Vox Direct is. It is a great, phenomenal product. The company also offers a 7-day money-back guarantee. So literally all you got to do is go, they'll send you a link. You go online, pick your plan. There's a 7-day money-back guarantee. Let them help you get it set up, just because, it's fun to help somebody get their things set up for the first time. And, we can help you with some of the learning curves. Let them help you get it set up and you're done. And that's it. Now, if you want to build a business and learn how to make money, that's what we're going to talk about here. So, like I said, no harm, no foul. If you want to bow out now and focus on just becoming a customer, I think you've kind of heard enough. We're at that wall of, now it's just really going to get into more business stuff. So if you're on here now, this is more about making money. And then Kenneth, what I would say for us, or, whoever's on, is as I go through these, I'll just go through, share what I have, because a couple of the slides I think I was telling you I've changed. But also if you have questions, because there's some things on here that we haven't gone over, then feel free to ask. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So before I do get into the training, I just want to, I didn't really properly introduce myself. My name is Glenn Crawford. Kenneth was hosting the first half, and we were sort of interacting back and forth. He's mobile. He's buying a new house, and he's actually in the process of moving into his new house. Been living with his in-laws, and he's moving into his new house. This is a huge week for him. So it's, we're just on the fly, and, we're like, hey, listen, let's just talk through it. And, it's all good. It's all good. But let me tell you something about this guy. This guy is become one of my closest friends. I talk to him just about every day. He is a consummate professional. He is a diligent, hard worker. He has a awesome, incredible attitude. The only answer he gives for anything you ask him to do is yes. What do I need to do? How can I help you? I mean, if I couldn't ask for a better person to partner up with, he's helped me with all the technology stuff. I mean, just a great guy. So we're blessed to have this guy on our team to help us with training and everything, that we've been doing. Our team is the Code 4 team, and really Kenneth is kind of the brainchild behind that. So I just wanted to, give him his proper edification, because, he starts these things out and he's, muscling through some of the stuff, but this guy is a really, really great guy. And, the great part about this team, where we stand, is, we want leaders to step up and step into some of these roles and take on some of these presentations. And, we're ready for people to start doing it. It's a matter of getting busy, getting productive, and getting some business done so that you can rank up and get on the webinars. And right now, Kenneth is really one of our top ICCs. So how do you become an ICC? What do you do? So there's two ways that you can start a business with Vox Direct. One way is for $29, you can sign up and you'll get a like a basic kit. Now, in order to become certified, you would have to go and accumulate 40 personal customer points. And now I'll explain what a personal customer point is later on in the training. But there is a way to do this with just $29, and you would literally just be sharing this with people and accumulating points. Now, that is not available yet. That'll be available after our official launch, which will be on January 1st. The downside to the $29, if you're thinking about doing the business that way, is that you are cutting yourself off from potentially like 5 different parts of the comp plan. And it's not because the company wants to be mean. It's because there's a whole comp plan that is built around the customer acquisition bonus or the fast start bonus, which is, it seems like it just be this $50 fast start bonus, but ultimately it could be a very lucrative part of your business. And I can show you how. But hey, sometimes they don't have $199. So being able to start their business for $29, that's all they can do. Or if they're just going to go out and gather customers, then it doesn't matter if there's this team building bonus stuff, like that's irrelevant, because they're just going to go out and get customers. So maybe starting with $29 is the way to go. I recommend that you start with the $199. You become E4 certified right off the bat. And the training, when you guys see the training, it's phenomenal. I mean, some of the best training that I've ever been a part of, and it's all being built right now so that when we launch, this is all going to be live. But this is an opportunity for the early movers, the first movers and shakers that are out there in the world. What are some of the other business tools that you'll need, regardless whether you sign up for $29 or $199? The $10, there's a $10 a month reoccurring fee that you'll need to pay. That's for your website to track your customers. That tracks your entire business. So you definitely want that. And they do give you a replicated website. So you can just send somebody a website. I had somebody the other day said, hey, can I sign up? I'm like, yeah, here's my website. And they signed up. Very simple, very easy. But that does all your billing, accounting, customer tracking, team reports, commission reports, etc. Now, you want to be a product of the product. So if you're going to start a business, what do you need? So one thing you need when you start a business, you need a phone system. So pick your plan, $39.89 or $139. Go with what you're comfortable with, but I've recommended that you start with Premier and really become a product of the product. But, listen, go with where you're comfortable with. There's 10 different ways to get started. 10 different ways to get paid in this compensation plan. I can't go exhaustively into all 10 ways, but what I can do is I can give you a pretty good idea of most of them. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that nothing that I share with you is any promise of income. The only way you're going to get paid is you're going to have to go out and open your mouth and get to work. And I can't do that for you. That part you're going to have to do. We have all the training platforms set up for you. All you got to do is show, there's a 2-minute video that explains the Vox Direct customer platform, how it works. There's an 18-minute, business overview. And, then we do these webinars. We have recorded webinars. We have live webinars. The tools are all there. It's literally just a matter of you getting people into that funnel so that they're seeing this and hearing this for themselves. So remember, we talked about the simplicity. There's one product. That's it. There's one product. Vox Direct is one product. Now there's 3 choices of that one product. So the difference you can learn at another time if you haven't picked that up so far, but you have your standard, you have your pro, and you have your premier. more phone lines, more text blast messaging, etc. Right? So what we're showing here is your commission just for setting somebody up the first month that they enroll as a customer. So if you enroll a customer and in their first month they're a premier customer, you're going to make 55 bucks. If you enroll a customer and they're a pro, you're going to make 35. If you enroll somebody for the standard amount, $15. But I want you to understand something. You are getting paid a percentage of the cost to the customer. I want that to sink in, because in most direct sales companies, there is like a BV or a CV, or you're getting paid like a percentage of a margin or something. That's not how this works. Like if you're paying attention to what we just talked about, you'll have gathered that this company has invested $100 million to build it. 80 million has gone straight into the product to build this product. They're a fully licensed telecommunications company in multiple countries. They own all the software, the servers, they own everything. And they're literally letting you go out and sell their product and take a percentage of exactly what you sell it for. You didn't put up the 80 million or the $100 million. You didn't have to do any of that. You didn't have to create all this. You didn't have to write any of the software. All you got to do is go talk to people. So why are you not out talking to more people every day? Like you just have to go talk to people. That is it. That's your part. And they're going to pay you 40%. It's amazing what this company is willing to do. Now, what does that look like? So you got 40% on your first month. So this is, we call this the back in black plan. So you get 40% on the first month. So let's say you get a couple customers at 89, the pro. So that's 35 bucks each. Then you get a premier customer. That's 139. So those are the people on the bottom. You're the little person on top on the phone on the top of this little business, the Vox Direct store. This is your Vox Direct cell phone store. Now, those are just customers. They're not going to build your business, but they're your customers. So you want to be loyal to them just like they're loyal to you. To build a business, you're going to need to find other ICCs, other people that want to start a business, right? So again, we recommend the $199 to become trained. We recommend they get their phone service, right? But they're still your customers. So if you have 3 that are premier at $139, 40%, $55.60. Now you're going to, if you just do this model, you're going to get all of your money back that you put up to become an ICC. Remember, it's $199, $139, plus the $10 for the website. So you're getting all that back. It's $293 that you're actually making in commission. Plus, you're making a $50 fast start bonus, which we kind of alluded to before. So you're making just under $350. Now, also, your business is billing out $734 a month. You don't need to know that, but I only share that with you because I like for you to understand, and I like to reiterate the point that you're actually splitting the money with the company. And I'll show you where it comes in later. So now, what happens after month 1? So after month 1, you go month 2, month 3, month 4, you get 10%. You're going to create a residual of $73.40 if you just did this model. But there's a additional 10% retention bonus that's paid retroactively every 3 months on the monthly fees of your personal customers who maintain their service plan for 3 months or more. So you're actually getting 20%. So this business that's billing out $734, technically, if your customers stay on, is really $146 in residual commissions. So if you've built this back in black, 3 ICCs and 3 personal customers, you're back in the black. You've gotten all your money back and your monthly service is covered. If we can get everybody's monthly service covered, then everybody's in and it's free for everybody. Now, how does the retention bonus work? So month 1 on this premier customer, I got $55.60. Month 2, I got paid $13.90, 3, $13.90, 4, $13.90, right? But when you add the additional 10%, I'm getting that 10% back on each of those months. So again, the reason why I like to share that is you're getting that on month 5, but in this particular case, I would have received a $220 retroactive customer bonus. So I would have just gotten a little extra money in my check, just for keeping my customers loyal. Kind of a cool little program. So remember I told you the $734, right? Again, you don't need to know that, but I'm sharing it with you because I want you to understand how the duplication process works. So let's say you built that back in black, $734 per business center, right? You get 3 ICCs, right? Those are your business partners, and you have 3 personal customers, right? So now your 3 ICCs, they go out and duplicate. They go do what you did. Well, you get 20% of their first month sales. So they get 40%. Remember, you got 40% first month sales. You get 20%. So that means 60% is being paid out on the first month sales. So now you would have made $440 on their first month sales. Now, as you build your team, you unlock additional levels. So the way it works is you go from team leader to supervisor to manager to director, executive director, and so on, and you unlock different tiers. So as your business builds and duplicates, you're getting paid a percentage on all those people. So in order to do that, you need to accumulate what's called customer points. Customer points are based off of the program that you enroll somebody in. The first month somebody enrolls, you get double the points. So if it's 2 points, you would get 4. 4 points, you would get 8. 6 points, you would get 12. And then this is the standard amount of points that you get once the customer is in. Don't really need to know about that too much because the back office will calculate all this stuff together. But you kind of want to know because you want to know how this business is going to get built, right? So let's say you have this one customer on for $139, right? Remember the first month, they get 12 points, but then after that, it's 6 points. Okay, I'm active. So all you need to know in order to be active is I signed up one customer at really any level during the course of the month, or I maintain at least 6 customer points. So when you hear the term active, that is all active means. It is no more confusing than that. You sign one customer up at any level during the course of the month, or you maintain at least 6 customer points. That's it. You're active. Done. All right. So in order to go through the ranks, you need to start at active. Then you would go to team leader. Then you would go to supervisor. Then you'd go to manager. So what's team leader? To be active and maintain 12 team points and personally enroll 1 active ICC. So do you see this? So let's pretend this is you again on the phone at the top of the building. You're the active ICC. You enroll 1 ICC, and that person is a customer. So now you have a customer. You are now active. They enroll a customer. Now they're active. Because you have an active ICC, you are now a team leader. 1 person that enrolls a customer. That's it. And you have to maintain 12 total points. But you remember the first month somebody signs up for a Premier, you're getting 12 points anyway. So even if both of these came in as pro, it's still 8 and 8, 16 points. So the points, like I said, they're kind of irrelevant, but people have been asking, well, how do I unlock team leader? It's like everybody probably already is a team leader. Now, to be a supervisor, that's when it starts to get a little bit more complex. You have to be active, which we already talked about what active is. E4 certified just means that you've completed the certification program. And then 2 personally enrolled active ICCs. And then you need 1 active team leader. And you need to maintain a total of 30 points. And that unlocks level 2. Tier 2. Manager, be active, E4 certified, and have 2 qualified team leader lines and 1 qualified supervisor line. You need to maintain 100 team points. So 100 team points. If you have Premier, and remember, we've been boasting up Premier, right? Well, why? Okay, well, on the maintenance side alone, it's 6 points, right? So if I have 100 points that I need divided by 6, that means I need 16, really like 17 customers in my business. Now, really, for the first month, 100 divided by 12, because you get double the points, you really need like 8 or 9, right? So these are not complex levels of business that you need to go out and focus on. Most of the people that are starting to build a business are already managers and supervisors, and they don't even know it, right? Now you do get bonuses, rank advancement bonuses for hitting those levels. It's another part of the compensation plan. I'll show you in a second. Director. So what's a director? You need to be active. You need to be E4 certified, which again is the certification you're going to get in the box. You're going to get it done because that's what we do on this team. That's easy. It's just going to take a little time, no problem. And then you have 2 qualified supervisor lines, right? So what's a supervisor, right? You go back to supervisor. I need 2 qualified supervisor lines. And then I need 1 qualified manager line. So all you're doing is building blocks, right? And it all starts back with active. To be active, I need what? 1 customer. Premier, 12 points the first month, 6 points after. I'm active. I signed up 1 customer at any level during the course of the month, or I maintain at least 6 customer points. I'm active. Now what? To be a team leader, I need 1 active ICC, and I need to maintain 12 points. It's all it. But you don't need to know any of this other stuff because all it is building blocks of active and team manager. That's it. Or team leader, I'm sorry. And that's it. So you're going to open up these other levels. So what do they look like commission-wise? So commission-wise, here's what they look like. So let's say month number 2, you built that back in black and you got that duplication. Remember, you made 20% the first month, 440. Well, now it's the second month. You're going to get a 10% override. Okay, so with the 10% override, you'd have to be a team leader, right? Which means I'm active and I have 1 active ICC. So month 2, tier 1, 10% override, $220. I would have 9 total customers and 9 ICCs. So like, do the math. I need 12 I need 12 points. So if everybody signed up as with the $39 a month deal, right? And I had 9, 18, I'd have 18 times 2, I'd have 36 points, right? And you need 12 in order to be a team leader. So that's why I said, don't worry about rank requirements because you'll blow past rank requirements just by fulfilling the back in black. So month number 2, I'd make $220. Now, let's say that my business duplicates though. My team grows. Everybody does back in black. So now my 3 that turned in 9, all 9 go get 3, that turns into 27. So on my tier 2, I would have 27 customers and 27 ICCs, right? I'd be making $660 on that level. Now remember, my average is 146. So if you take 220, 660, and 146 and add them together, it's $1,027. So I've now become a thousandaire. Now, this might not sound like a big deal to you, but believe me when I tell you, it is a big deal. You know, I remember reading an article that said that $500 additional dollars per month would have saved 90% of the houses that went into foreclosure. And I don't know what year that was, but $500 a month. This is $1,000. And that's just for doing what I just talked about. But let's take it a step further. Let's say that my business duplicates one more time. So let's say, and this is all month 2 and beyond, because remember, month 1, it's 60% split between the person who enrolled the customer and the person that enrolled the customer, if that isn't a tongue twister. So tier 3, you get a 5% override. Remember, it's 10% tier 1, 10% tier 2, 5% tier 3. I would have 81 customers and 81 ICCs. I'd be making $990.90 in commissions. I now doubled my income, 2,000 hours. Let's take it one step further. My 3 got 3, that was 9. They got 3, that was 27. They got 3, that's 81. On my tier 4, I get a 5% override. I'd be making $2,972 for 243 customers and 243 ICCs on that level alone. I would go from $2,000 to $5,000 per month. Now, let me tell you a little secret about this business. If you can build the back in black, you can get to 1,000 a month. If you can get to 1,000 a month, you can get to 5,000 a month. If you can get to 5,000 a month, you can get to 50,000 a month. It's all about scalability. And it's the little things. You want your business to work, then you need to go work your business. You need to get out there and start talking to people, and you need to get people onto the presentations. They need to see this. Now, as you grow your business will continue to grow. Executive director, senior executive, national executive, don't worry about it, but you're going to be getting paid through infinity. That's right, 2% to 3% through infinity. As big as you can possibly imagine this business growing is how much money you're going to be able to make. Now, remember I talked about rank advancement bonuses. Here's the time. Team leader within 2 months, $75. Supervisor within 3 months, $250. Manager within 4 months, $500. Director within 6 months, $1,000. Executive director within 9 months, $5,000. Senior executive within a year, $10,000 bonus. And national executive within 18 months, you get a $20,000 bonus. So that's another way that you get paid. All right, now I want to show you this 12 by 12 model. Now I'm going to go real quick because this is for the bigger business builders. And again, this isn't a promise of income, but I want to just show you here. Let's go back one step here. This would be you enrolling 3 customers and 12 ICCs, 12 people that are going to build the business. And I mean, build the business. So they would have to go to work, not 12 people that just sign up, but 12 people that are going to go to work. Your total business would, if everybody came in the premier level, except, you know, the 2 customers are pros. So look, so I kept that same model, 2 customers at pro, 89, and then 139. So you'd be billing out $1,985 as compared to that $700 and something, right? But the difference is you get 12 people to potentially duplicate. So now 12 people go out, duplicate what you built, you would get 20% over their first month. Well, that's a big difference over $440. It's $4,764. Now, as your team grows, your tier 1 overrides go from $220 to $2,382 because it's 12 by 12. Now look at this. That duplicates one time. And you're talking $28,000, 584 plus your 2382 plus your 397. You're talking about a $31,000 per month residual income. Residual income. It goes one more time. You're over $200,000 a month. So let me ask you, how hard are you working to get people to see this? Because there has never been anything in this industry that has ever paid out that kind of money. Now, real quick, I mean, this is like murder quick, like real quick. As a certified ICC, you can earn a fast start bonus of $50 for your first 3 customers. This is a big deal. Pay attention. Now, there's the fast start bonus and there's the CAB, customer acquisition bonus. When you help your ICCs get 3 customers within their first 30 days, you earn a $50 customer acquisition bonus. They get $50 fast start bonus, you get a matching bonus. It's called a CAB, right? So now how CABs work is this. The more people that you enroll, ICCs, that you help get their first 3 customers in 30 days, you become coded. Remember the name for our team? The code for team. What is the code for team? Enrolling 13 or more ICCs and helping them get 3 customers within 30 days. You'd be coded as a code 4 and you would get paid through infinity. What does that mean? How do I get paid through infinity? Well, let me show you. I'm a code 4. If I'm a code 4, that means I've personally enrolled at least 13 people that have gone out and gotten 3 customers in their first 30 days. Now, let's say Melissa right there is one of the people that I enrolled that went out and got 3 customers in her first 30 days. And when she got her 3 customers in her first 30 days, she gets a $50 fast start bonus, right? Well, if I'm a code 4, I get a 150 CAB, not just 50. It's not just a match. I get 150. But let's go one step further. Let's say Melissa goes and enrolls Joe. Joe would get $50 fast start bonus. Melissa would get a match, $50 CAB. And I would get the difference between 150 and 50. Let's take another look at that. Let's say Joe goes out and enrolls Escobar. That guy looks like an Escobar to me. Escobar goes out and makes $50 in his first month by getting 3 personal customers. Any level, $39.89 or $139, doesn't matter. Open your mouths. Go start talking to people. Escobar was enrolled by Joe. Joe gets a $50 CAB because he brought Escobar into the business. Melissa is not coded yet. She has not enrolled more than 3 people that have gotten 3 customers in 30 days. But I'm a code 4 because I have at least 13. So as a code 4, I would get the $100 differential CAB. But now my job is to help Melissa make money. So let's say Melissa gets to 4 or 5 or 6 people that she's enrolled as ICCs that all went out and got their 3 customers in 30 days. She's now coded 1. If she gets to 7, 8, 9, she's code 2. 10, 11, 12, she's code 3. 13 or more, she's code 4, right? I don't care. I want her to be a code 4. She's not taking any money away from me. There's a matching bonus. It doesn't matter. I want her to be as big as she can possibly get. But let's say she's a code 1. Now, Escobar goes out and gets his $50 fast start bonus. Joe brought Escobar into the business. He gets a $50 CAB. She's a code 1. So does she get 50? Does she get 75? No, she gets the difference between 75 and 50. So that would be a $25 DCAB. Now, I'm a code 4. She's a code 1. 50 was paid out. 25 was paid out. So 75 was paid out. I'm coded for 150. What do I get? $75, right? This can go on through infinity. This can, as your network grows and you're opening up all these different lines and all these people are enrolling customers and your business is growing and growing and growing, you'll see $50 and $25 and $100 and $75 and $150 popping up and popping up and popcorn and popcorn and popcorn all over the place. As your business grows and grows and grows, you're seeing this through infinity on every line. If you're not jumping out of your skin right now, especially if you are somebody that has experience in this business, because you know that you're going to get paid to open up new lines. That's what drives the business. And where every business fails is people stop opening up new lines. You have to open up new lines and you have to sponsor and enroll and teach and help people win. And if you do that, you are going to win. So remember I said, I don't care how big Melissa gets because nothing is getting taken away from me. Most companies, they have little traps, little tricks, little things that take money away from all the people, right? Not this company. They don't do that. My first 3 people, I am getting a 20% match of their cab checks. So if they can get to a $5,000 customer acquisition bonus check, I'm getting a 20% match. That's $1,000. And the way it works is as you code, it goes from 20%. Then on 4, 5, and 6, you're getting a 5% check match. On 7, 8, 9, a 10% check match. On 10, 11, and 12, a 15% check match. But you go code 4, what's the name of our team? The Code 4 team. You get 13 that all become ICCs with their 3 customers in their first 30 days, and you get 20% check match across the board. So what do? You have all this information, most of which you don't even need to know all those details about the compensation plan, but you have enough to know that this is one of the most comprehensive, most generous compensation plans in the universe. There is no compensation plan that I've ever seen that would get me excited like this company. When I got the message, would you be interested in working for a voice over IP? No, I wouldn't be. Text blasting? No, that wasn't what excited me. I mean, I didn't get it until I really saw the product. But then I started looking at the company. The company's been around for 14 years, been in business since 2006, family owned. They've invested $80 million into the platform. They have patents. They own everything. There's no third-party providers. And I started looking at, wow, this really does help small businesses grow. And then I started looking at the compensation plan, and they took all the bad stuff out. All the stuff, the gotcha stuff, they took it all out. It all went away. And they wrote one of the best compensation plans that this planet has ever seen. Now, the only way that this compensation plan pays is if you go to work, if you open your mouth and you start talking to people. And when you enroll them, it's really this simple. Start them off with a 7-day money back guarantee. Sign up, pick your plan, 7-day money back guarantee. It's not that big of a deal. We're talking about $39, $89, or $139. You don't have to buy any equipment. Start out. Let's try it out. And then let's reserve your place. We are in crunch time, folks. This is it. This is the end of run right now. Like, the company is launching on January 1st. We have to get things rolling. Get out there, start talking to people, and let's make this work. What I would ask you to do is pick a category. Either you're an A, which is absolutely I'm in, my hair's on fire. In that case, sign up, enroll, get your spot, sign up as a customer, 7-day money back guarantee, and let's get you started. B is I'm a maybe, I have some more questions. In that case, let's get you signed up, 7-day money back guarantee. Let's get you started, try out the product, and then let's set up a conference call where I can answer any personal questions you have. Or C is see you later. Which I don't know why you would have just spent the last 2 hours on this line if you're a see you later. But if you are a see you later, just let the person that invited you on this call know that you are a C, which means see you later. I'm not interested. Either way, we honor and respect your time. Thank you very much for being a part of the call.